Hello students. Now here is one of the listening activity. Now I read one of the poem. You listen carefully and enjoy it. Later I will give you few questions based on this poem. You write answer on the basis of hearing this poem. So that's why you must listen this poem very carefully. Okay. Once I was a tiny seed, Mother Nature cared my need. I grew up as a steady tree. Now my age is 23. I have branches so many for children to play is company. I feed worms with tiny fins. I make warm with tiny things. I am for the resting arts, also for the poor or shepherds. People breathe the air I give. Why don't people let me live? Students, are you listening this poem? Okay. Now once again I will read. Listen carefully. Okay. Once I was a tiny seed. Mother Nature gave my need. I grew up as a steady tree. Now my age is 23. I have branches so many. For children to play is company. I fed worms with tiny figs. I make worms with tiny things. I am for the resting hats, also for the poor shepherds. People breathe the air I give. Why don't people let me live? Okay, are you listen this poem? Okay, now I will give you 4 questions. You answer these questions. Okay, children, and bring the answer when you return to school from home. Friends, these are the questions. Who does I refer to in this poem? Yes, are you listen that poem when I read? Now you answer these questions. Who does I refer to in this poem? Second question, how is the speaker a source of joy to children? Name any 2 creatures that find comfort from the speaker. What do you think will happen to the speaker in the end? These 4 questions you have. You answer these 4 questions based on you listen that poem. Hello friends. Now here the some details about the poet. Clifford Henry Dement. Henry Dement was born 1914 and died on 1971. He is a British poet, critic, editor and generalist. Mostly he wrote on the countryside. His popular literary works are Railway Game, Strike and Curl and The Axe in the Wood. The poem is about the harmful effect of poaching and the indiscriminate cutting trees. So, this is the introduction about strike means deliver to inflict a blow on. Trunk means the main stem of a tree as distinct from its branches. Glittering means shining. Spin means turn or cause. Sight means view or seen. Pause means stable and balanced state. Swing means move or cause to move with a curving motion. Glory means fame, prize. Reproach means blame. Timber means wood prepared for use in building, carpentry. Stack means a pile or heap. Legacy means something handed down by producers, a gift left by will. Wood means tree. Chance means casual. To crowd upon means to favor, to utilize. Rhythm means movement with a regular session of beats. Chance reproach means a possible blame. Utilize means to prize very highly. Now I read the poem, listen carefully. I stopped to watch a man strike at the trunk of a tree grown strong through many centuries. His quick axe, sharp and glittering, struck deep, and yellow chips went spinning in the air. And I remember how I liked the sight of pause and rhythm as the bright axe swung. A man who fells a tree makes people watch, for glory seems to crowd upon the axe. I know the answer to the chance reproach, how old the tree was and how dangerous, how it might fall, how timber in a stack had more wood in it than a growing tree. But I saw death cut down 1,000 men in that tall, lovely legacy of wood. Hello friends, here in this poem, the poet is saying that how the cutting tree is affected on the life of human being, how the people is cutting the tree. Here he is describing the process of cutting the tree in this poem. I stopped to watch a man strike at the trunk. Here poet says, I here means, here in this poem I means poet. Poet stopped to watch a man strike at the trunk. Yes, he stopped there to see that a man is strike at the trunk of the tree. Trunk of the tree. Of a tree grown strong through many centuries. Yes, that tree was very strong. That grown many centuries. That grown strong through many centuries. The tree was very old and very strong tree. His quick axe, sharp and glittering, struck deep. Yes, he is quick. Means he is striking the tree with his axe, that is very quick. He is doing the work very fast. The quick axe, sharp. Yes, the fast, the sharp axe is moving very fast. That is how that axe is. The axe is very sharp and glittering. Glittering means shining. Glittering means shining. Yes, glittering means shining. Yes, the axe is very shining. That struck deep. That axe is struck into the deep of the tree, deep of the trunk of the tree. Yes, that is very sharp, no? So that's why he also quickly moving that. So that's why it's very sharp and it's very glittering because it was very sharp. That's why it is glittering. That's why it is glittering. It stuck deep into the trunk of the tree. So and yellow chips went spinning in the air. The yellow chips means the small pieces of the tree trunk which are cutting by his force. That is spinning. The spinning of because of the force he putting that axe to the tree. Then the chips is coming out with spinning in the air. It's spinning, rotating. It's rotating in the air. And I remember how I liked the sight. Yes, here the poet says that I remember the sight. I remember that sight, how I killed the sight. I like the sight. How I like that sight? Because whether anybody can like that cutting the tree, the seeing that cutting the tree? No. Because we are all know about that, the use and need and necessity of the trees in our environment. So here the poet saying like that, how I like the sight, how I like that sight, that is the cutting the tree, of pause and rhythm as the bright axe swing. Yes, a pause of pause means it's the swing rhythm. The cutting the tree produces some sound, that is gives some rhythmic sound. Pause means when it put the sound in the axe is putting into the trunk of the tree, then it produces the sound. When we remove that, then the sound is pause. So that is pause and rhythm as the bright axe swing. When the bright axe is swing in the air, it also produces a rhythmic sound, and it moves in continuously like that in the same distance of the time and same the force. That's why it produces some rhythmic sound. A man who fells a tree, a man who fells a tree makes people watch. A man who fells, the person who fells the tree makes people watch. People is making like that. The people are all watch the moving, the swinging of the axe and rhythmic sound. That is attracted. That is attract, and that is make sound is attract the people to. From this sound, the people is attracted. The man who is cutting the tree is made attracted the people by cutting the tree. He is like that. The rhythmic sound. The poet is appreciating, praising, or describing the action of the cutting the tree in cutting the tree. So here he is describing in the negative way. Means it is a he is describing that scene like that. For glory seems to crowd upon the axe. Yes, it seems like a glorious. The people is watching like a glorious scene. The crowd of the people are watching that cutting the tree like a glorious means shining. Glory means shining or fame or prize. It's a beautiful like that. Here the poet is praising in the negative way. Is praising in the negative meaning. I know the answer to the chance reproach. I know the answer to the chance reproach. Here you know that the answer to that chance reproach means here the blaming. You mean if I appreciate, I describe the cutting the tree, you are all try to blame me because the appreciating the cutting a tree is not good. So that's why I expect that I know that you are all are blaming. But how old the tree was? Yes, how old the tree was. The person who is the cutting the tree, that person is saying that how old the tree was. The tree was very old and how dangerous. It's that the old tree is also dangerous for people. How it might fall, that how that old and tall and big tree was fall. Here, how the might means power, strong tree is fall. How timber in the stack. How the timber means the wood which is used for building home or constructing building purpose. The wood, that is wood is using for windows, door and many more other things to build house or build a building. That purpose we are using the old tree trunk. Here the tree trunk is using for that purpose. Add more wood in it than a growing tree. Yes, add more wood in it than a growing tree. Here the poet is speaking like that negotiation way. Negotiation way. He is saying that more wood in than a growing tree. Here comparing like that. The growing a tree, the cutting a tree is very good for comparing to growing a tree. Here the poet is speaking like that. scarcity. He is speaking like that scarcity. Scarcity means ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. So the had more good in it than a growing tree. Growing a tree. Okay. So here the growing a tree, instead of growing a tree, cutting a tree is good. It means like that the poet want to say like that now we must grow the trees instead of cutting a tree. Here his aim is like that. But I saw here at the end what he is saying like that. But I saw death cut down 1,000 men in the tall, lovely legacy of wood. Yes, here, but I saw death cut down 1,000 men. If cutting a tree is equal to cut down or death of 1,000 people, cutting a tree is equal to killing 1,000 people. 1,000 people. So that's why if we cut a tree, it equals to the cutting 1,000 people. Means the tree gives oxygen, saying everything that which are the useful trees are giving life to 1,000 and 1,000 people. A tree gives life to 1,000 and 1,000 people. But now if we cut a tree, means we killing 1,000 people means. So that's why at the end the last two lines are expressing the whole theme of this poem. The whole theme of this poem. See here, but I saw death cut down 1,000 men in that tall, lovely legacy of wood. Here, death is here personification. Now death is comes to person. Death cut. The death cut down 1,000 men. Here the cutting a tree is equal to cutting 1,000 people. So here death means here death is personified. This line is come to personification. Means here the death is not invisible, but here the poet is saying like that death is like a person. Death is like a person. It cut down. The death cut down 1,000 people. The death itself cut down. The death cut down the people. Means here the death is like a living being. The poet imagination that they giving the life to the death. Giving life to the death. That the world is living being. According to poet here, the death is a living being. So that's why it is personification. Personification. This last line is in the personification is one of the literary term. It is a literary term. That means it is a figure of speech. Here, this poem is has 14 lines. This poem has 14 lines. The 14 lines means 4 lines 3 stanza and last 2 lines are 1 stanza. The 4 lines 3 stanza are 12 and last 2 are 14 lines. Here the first 3 stanzas are saying something, some meaningful things. It explains something. But last 2 lines are complete, summarize these 3 paragraphs, 3 stanzas. The last 2 have the whole theme of the poem. The last 2 lines tells us the whole theme of the poem. That's why it is 14-line poem. It is sonnet. 14-line poems we call sonnet, and its rhyme pattern, appropriate rhyme pattern, it is called sonnet. So sonnet means 14-line poem. Here this poem has 14 lines and last 2 lines has the content of the whole poem. That's why we call it is sonnet. Here figure of speech personification. Personification is a non-living thing or invisible thing is called as a living being. Like that we call that is personification. Some more example. for personification is that is death lies is icy and on kings. The death lies is icy and on kings. Andre here the death is also being become living. It is a person like it has ants. It has ants. According to poet, death has ants. Here the poet shows that the death is living being. It is one of the being. So death lies is icy ants on kings. This is one of the famous example for personification. Dear students, it is one of the figure of speech. Figure of speech means describing something. It is exaggerated the poetic description. Okay. So in this poem, the poet says that how the cutting tree in the negotiation way is describe the poet in the negative way. Negative way. So it has some activities, some questions that is given in the Universe textbook. Read and write. Some questions are given. You go through those questions, and I will give one of the homework. Okay, students. About poet Clifford Henry Dement. He was born 1914 and died on 1971. Clifford Henry Dement mostly he wrote on the countryside. You wrote on the countryside. Countryside means village, rural side. He described the nature. He is a British poet. Clifford Henry Dement was a British poet. He was also a critic, editor and generalist. Poet, critic means criticism. Poet, the author is criticize the other writings also. He criticism, he writing also criticism. And editor means making some, is make corrections of the literary works. And also generalist. Mostly he wrote on the countryside. He wrote on the countryside means he describing the life of the village and surroundings of the village. His popular literary works, his famous literary works are Railway Game, one of his literary work, Stride or Curry, another work is Stride or Curry, and The Axe in the Wood. This is one of the famous poem written by Clifford Henry Dement. Okay, children. Now we know about we get only few information about the poet Clifford Henry Dement. Now I read the poem. Listen carefully. I stopped to watch a man strike at the trunk of a tree grown strong through many centuries. His quick axe, sharp and glittering, struck deep, and yellow chips went spinning in the air. And I remember how I liked the sight of pause and rhythm as the bright axe swung. A man who fells a tree makes people watch, for glory seems to crowd upon the axe. I know the answer to the chance reproach, how old the tree was and how dangerous, how it might fall, how timber in a stack had more wood in it than a growing tree. But I saw death cut down 1,000 men in that tall, lovely legacy of wood. Here are some questions given to you for the homework. Answer the following questions, picking up the most appropriate ones from choosing given in brackets. First question, what did the man strike the tree with? Choice are given to you, knife, axe, sticker, saw. The second question, who were watching the sight of the man cutting the tree? Women, people, woodcutters, children. Third question, what did the tree look like? Small, strong, weak, dry. Okay, children, choose correct answer in given these questions and answer properly.